And you don't have to tell me that you're tired of your incremental growth. I'm sick of your incremental growth. Watching you work day after day, knowing that you're not getting any sleep, knowing that you're spending your time and your resources for what? 15 followers a month? Nobody finding your music on Spotify? Nobody buying your merch? Knowing who you are? Getting to your website? You didn't spend all that money on hosting for nothing. I'm sick of incremental growth. Slow and steady. That's bullshit. We're going to talk about hyper growth in this video, and I'll blow the doors off this mother... What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, sellmusic.com, here to help you go further, faster in your music career by sharing proven marketing techniques and strategies to help you transform that passion for making music into a legitimate business that's going to provide you with freedom and fulfillment, two of the most important things in life in general. Now, in this video, I'm a little upset. I'm not pissed off, two very different things in my life, but this is the time for me to really step up to the plate and deliver for you guys. I'm going to bring some meat and potatoes learning, and I'm going to show you a formula that I've only ever shared with my students before. Now, this is something that's going to change your life, potentially, because a lot of you guys are lacking one or two different things in this formula that are really going to open your eyes to be able to get you that growth, that momentum, that purpose-driven music marketing that I talk about in a lot of my videos. Now, let me adjust the glasses. And I apologize for the glare. I need to be better with my light positioning, but usually I just jump in front of the camera. Anyway, getting off subject. So without further ado, let's just get in front of the easel and learn some shit. All right, so as you guys can see, had to bring out the easel again because what's a training without an easel? Now, before you start roasting me on the paper situation, once this paper is gone, I promise I won't buy any more paper. I have a digital option that I'm going to be introducing to my channel family very soon in my new studio, but those updates and that news is in a different video. Anyway, this video is all about the hyper growth formula, as I call it, that I created back in 2015, 2016-ish. Now, this is something that I've been using for 10 plus years, and it's something that I've seen corporation after corporation after corporation implement that I've been using with my students, and it's been working. So this is something I wanted to share with you. So grab a piece of paper, have a sketch pad, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're going to be learning in this video. Now, short-term growth is fine and dandy, but when you get those short-term spikes, that's when it gets depressing. That's when it gets very discouraging, when your growth looks like this. I call it very wavy. You work your ass off, release something, then slump. Release something, slump, release something, and so on and so forth. We don't want that. Even that slow and steady growth is better than that, because at least you're going to have a trajectory going in the right direction. Now, it's too slow. That's the issue with this. We're living in a hyper society. We're living in an ADD society. So growth like that, though it's cool, we don't want to wake up at 40 years old. And sorry for you guys who are already 40 because you're on your journey. But anyway, we don't want to wake up 10 years from now, let's say, and barely have anything to talk about. Now, the hyper growth formula is all about the fast and steady. So we're going to go like that. Now, it's not those short-term spikes we're talking about. This is methodical, this is systematic, and this is replicatable. You can do this in your business. I don't care if you're a music producer. I don't care if you are an engineer. I don't care if you're a singer, songwriter, rapper, fill in the blank. You could even be a fitness influencer for that matter, a chiropractor, whatever. We're going to have that fast and steady, rapid growth, and that's why it's the rapid growth formula. So the rapid growth formula breaks down like this. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's this. That could be a G. It probably should be a big ass G. Content plus engagement times music equals growth. And when we're talking about growth, we're talking about different types of growth. Obviously, the big old money growth. But there's no money without those fans. So we need the money to grow, we need the fans to grow, and it's an ecosystem. All circles back on itself. Now, when it comes to the content plus engagement times your music equals growth, got to break it down. So bear with me, got to use another page. All right, so you guys know what a Venn diagram is? It's like this. Imagine Mickey Mouse. So this right here is your content. This right here is engagement. And this right here, right on the bottom. Engagement, I think, has an E right here. I'm not doing this for the spelling. Bear with me. So content, engagement, music. Now this could be promotional content, marketing content, which everything kind of is. Or social content. So content, promo, marketing, social, it all kind of dwells into the same thing, drives into the same thing, melts into the same thing, but it is different at the end of the day. Now, engagement, that could be likes, that could be That could be likes, comments, DMs, emails, face-to-face. Engagement is engagement. Finally, music. That could be, I'm just going to write MP3s, videos, beats, could be MP3s of your newest song over on Spotify and iTunes. It could be beats. It could be a music video. It could be freestyle. It could be remixes. It doesn't matter. Parodies. You get what I'm saying. So this is where the growth is. I'm just going to draw an arrow for growth. That's where the money is. And that's where the fans are. Do you follow me? Hyper growth formula. I need to write that here. This is the hypergrowth formula. Now, if you only have content and you only have music but no engagement, how are you going to grow? How is your business going to grow? How's your brand going to grow? Answer me that. You need to have all three things in order to hit the sweet spot. So when you're dissecting what you're doing, kind of look at it this way. Do you have content and are people engaging? Cool. It's fun to grow an audience online, but guess what? If you don't have this, nothing's going to grow. This is the C. I'll put it up here. This is the C. This is the E, and that's the M. C-E-M. A lot of people have a lot of engagement on some content. Fucking cool, nice, right? But then I'm like, hey, where's your music? Oh, well, I'm working on it. Well, guess what? None of this shit happens without that. So if you have a bunch of music and a bunch of content, but nobody's engaging, guess what? Crickets. You get a bunch of these. People are falling asleep. Those are supposed to be Z's, by the way. I'm just doing this off the top of my head and off of my hip, per se. So if you have all three of these things, this isn't rocket science, guys. This is real marketing. This is corporate marketing. What a lot of other YouTube channels lack because they don't have any corporate marketing experience. If you look at anything, if you look at content, if you look at engagement, and if you look at a product, is your music, that's how you're going to have growth in fans, in money, in growth in your business, scalability, be able to hire employees. This is how it all works. This is the ecosystem. Think of your music as your product. I needed to make it music related for this video, so that's why it's an M, not a product. But this goes directly for if you're a fitness influencer. You got content, you got engagement, but do you have any plans? Do you have any videos to share with people to then circle back? This is an ecosystem, guys. If you only have two of these things, you're failing to grow to your full potential. If you only have one of these things, you're fucked. You need to really work on two other things. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to grow. Now, when it comes to the hyper-growth formula, if you do this consistently over time, you're going to be able to grow very quickly. And then people that have better content than you might not have the engagement. People that have better music than you might not have the content or engagement, or maybe they have the engagement on some shitty content, but they don't have any music. They don't have any product. So what is it that you really want? Do you want the growth over on Instagram? Do you want the growth on YouTube? Or do you really want the growth in your business? It's the difference between what you want now and what you want the most, as I talk about over on my Instagram and I quote once in a while. Now, the hyper-growth formula will work for you. So what I want you to start doing is don't dwell on this stuff, right? What I want you to do is remember that C plus E times M equals G. Had to remember how to spell engagement. I just got engaged, so it's kind of ironic. This is music. I should register this shit. Anyway, I want you guys to take a screenshot of this, and then I want you to compare what you're doing to these things. Content plus engagement times music equals growth. Spelled everything right? Right. What you guys need to start doing is understanding that it's balance. Understanding that the things that you might not have a lot of fun doing are the things that are going to get you past your competitors. There's so many people out there that are trying to make music. So many people out there that are trying to make it in the music industry. They're trying to look for labels to sign them. Guess what? No labels are coming until you grow by yourself. People are wondering, how can I quit my job? I want to do music for a full time. It's something that I really am passionate about. It's something that I need to do. Guess what? You can't quit your job until you have growth. When it comes to having fans, I want to have more followers. I want to have more streams. Guess what? Nothing happens unless you have growth. All right, guys, before I get high from the fumes of this giant marker, I want to know in the comments below if this is something that you're already implementing. If you're one of my students, I know that you're already implementing the hypergrowth formula, so you kind of have an unfair advantage. If you're not one of my students, are you using a derivative of this, maybe something similar, and have seen some growth? Or maybe this has just opened your eyes to new possibilities and opportunities that you can then implement to balance your marketing strategy within your own brand and business. I'm here to uplift you, formally train you guys, and if you want more of an intensive training, I would invite you to get on the early bird list of my upcoming enrollment for my Sell Music Masterclass. This is something that's absolutely free to get on that list. I just need your email. You can go to sellmusic.com to do that. Seats are going to be really limited, and it's not going to be for a few weeks, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up because a lot of you guys have been asking for that. Now, I want you guys to let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more videos like this and if you found value in it. And if you have, and you're not subscribed, click that little button to join the channel family and then smash that bell icon so you can be notified anytime I upload a video like this. Now, before you go, I want you to click on this video because it's going to bring a lot of value to you. It's going to be able to uplift you and keep that momentum going that we need. As always, come find me over on Instagram, leave a comment, join the 20 Days of Focus Challenge, and until next time, all my contact information will be in the description box below.